Ladies and gentlemen, everywhere is on fire right now. Still on justice for Mohbad. Everywhere is on fire. Oba Elegusi has decided to spearhead this one. It seems it is no longer going to be an easy journey because Oba Elegusi has decided to put his face, put his legs, put his hands and everything, all arsenal in place. And people are beginning to say, Oba Elegusi, you are protecting the interest of that child called Liam and also Wumi. That is the word on the street. Oba Elegusi has decided to take certain actions, and these actions are detrimental to the justice that we are seeking for. And this has created that lack of trust. It has created a lot of questions on the mind of people. There are people who did not really want to drag Oba Elegusi or even mention Oba Elegusi, apart from Oba Elegusi's name appearing on Mohbad's petition. There are people who do not want to even go to that length. They are like, no, this is not supposed to be. But with the present action, the move of Oba Elegusi, it seems what people did not envisage, what people are not even thinking of, what people did not even expect, it has started happening. Why is this happening this way? You are about to be shocked. What you will be hearing, what you will be listening to, what you will be seeing will blow your mind. It will make you realize that there is more to what the eyes can see. What is this thing that appeared to people as if it is not clear? It has now become much more clearer. People are beginning to see the shape. The puzzles are beginning to add up. They are beginning to take shape. People are beginning to see deeper. You see, the wicked can never go unpunished. It's just not possible. One way or the other, they will always play out their hands, and you will see, once they open it, once they spread it, once they press it, you will know that this is the kind of music that is going on. This is what is happening here. Oba Elegusi, finally, he has decided to entrench himself in this. What is going on here? So what Mohbad said is true. It cannot be said in any other way that Mohbad's spirit is so strong. In fact, what Mohbad said, time past, lyrics in his songs, these things are like for real. Do you know that Mohbad sang and mentioned some things that has to do with Oba Elegusi, but he did it in a way that it won't appear as if he's talking to Oba Elegusi, and people were able to bring one and one together, and they made it two, and they saw the picture that Mohbad was trying to paint in one of his lyrics. You are about to see shocker, bombshell. But before we proceed, please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Let's get right into this one.
Oba Elegusi, nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ fún gbogbo ọmọ aráyé yẹn, àní kò bọ́ síta kó wá sọ fún wa. Tí ò bá petition mi, ikú máa pa ẹ́, wá lọ bá bàbá ẹ̀ lọ́hùn. Olórí burúkú ọmọ, apààyàn, ó pa Mohbad, ó fẹ́ pa àǹtí Yínká. Wọ́n níyàn ń ṣe, ó ń fọmọ lọ́yàn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n níyàn ń fọmọ lọ́yàn, oní tó bá máa kú kó kú. Wà kọ́kọ́ gbé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń dùn ẹ́ nínú tó live tó jẹ́ àlàyé, wà kọ́kọ́ gbé sí kí àǹtí Yínká tó kú. Olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́, ìkà, olóko dógidógi, ó ti ń dó wọn tipẹ́, ó ti ń cross fork tipẹ́. Ilẹ̀ mọ́ bá ẹ wá gbogbo èèyàn, ó ń wá Bukky Jesse kiri, ó ní ṣe oríire. Bukky Jesse wà níbí náà. Tó bá ṣọ̀ fún ẹ, kó àwọn ṣíìfù ẹ, ṣe mo sọ pé lẹ́ẹ̀kan ló máa tà tó máa bá mi ṣẹjọ́. Ó ti sọ pé lẹ́ẹ̀kan ló máa tà tó máa bá mi ṣẹjọ́. Ta lè yẹ kó ṣe owó yẹn sí pounds kó máa bọ̀ náà. Mo pọ̀ àbí kí ló ń pè wọ́n, ọ̀nà máa ń àwọn kan kó wá gbé mi láti bí wá sí Nàìjíríà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ wo, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé Elegusi pa Mohbad, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé Elegusi bá Wùnmí sùn, ó fún Wùnmí lóyún, Interpol àbólórí burúkú lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn ni ẹ̀yin wo lè bá wọn ṣe ẹ̀ lọ, Interpol bá wá gbé mi àbáyé yín fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni, ó ṣe jẹ́ pé àwọn illiterate ni Elegusi kó jọ kò lè dùn mí fún ìgbà tó bá gbé sẹ̀kí náà gbogbo nǹkan tó fi jẹ́ kó ṣe làákàyè ó ti fi kún ó ti sọ lipstick ó ti sọ di kí monarch hall kó lè exist ẹ lọ sọ fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kan lọ wó hall tó wà ní opposite monarch hall ẹ ti ń ṣèkà tipẹ́ ọlọ́run á dá yín lẹ́jọ́ ṣàwọn náà máa kábàámọ̀ pé Haúsá kúrò lórí oyè ni ṣàwọn náà máa kábàámọ̀ pé Haúsá kúrò lórí oyè ni mo sọ fún yín lẹ́nu, let me tell you authoritatively tó bá jẹ́ pé Yorùbá ló wà ńbẹ̀ ìgbà tí kéèsì Timothy ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ gbàgbé ẹ lè rí justice. I'm telling you with my full chest today because wọ́n á ṣe pé Adédoyin yẹn kò ní lọ sẹ́wọ̀n bọ̀ ìtòwó jẹ́ pé Haúsá ló wà ńbẹ̀ ni lè ṣe rí justice yẹn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Yorùbá ló wà ńbẹ̀ ẹ wo Yorùbá ara wa, ẹ wo Yorùbá ara wa, ẹ wo bá ṣe ń ṣe ra wa. Tàbí ò bá sọ pé ẹ lọ fún àwọn ọmọ injustice ó ní adìyẹ ò ń jẹ fún ara wọn kò ń ṣe bíi ti Yorùbá sí Yorùbá. Ẹ wo kéèsì tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ìyàwó pa ọkọ nílé Haúsá tí mo sọ fún yín yẹn, Haúsá ni wọ́n náà wọ́n rán ọmọ obìnrin yẹn lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n gbére, Haúsá tó Haúsá ni kí ló ta wá ń ṣe báyìí síra wa àwa Yorùbá abájọ náà àṣoríire àgbérí Igbo ń ṣoríire, Haúsá ń ṣoríire, ojú kan ni Yorùbá wà bí omi adágún àfi kó máa dóbò ara wọn, kó máa dóyàwó ara wọn, kó máa jẹra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀, kó máa stab ara wọn. That is what they are good at. Mo ń sọ fún yín lẹ́yìn gbogbo ètò Oríyọmí sọ pé Oríyọmí ni, it is not Oríyọmí, it is not. Tó bá yẹ pé ìjọba yìí Yorùbá ló wà lórí oyè, I'm telling you today, ní rí justice yẹn, ẹ gbàgbé pé case wọn different. Justice is justice. Fine, Tinubu lè má gbọ́, ṣé yóò gbọ́ pé Mohbad kú ni? No, ẹ sọ fún mi. Gbogbo yín ṣe Father's Day, ẹ ń ṣorí burúkú kiri. Ikú tó pa Mohbad la béèrè. Ẹ wá sọ pé Interpol bọ̀ wá gbé mi. Àbáyé yín fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. The last time I checked, we have a freedom of speech. Ìlú tí mo wà gan, tó bá bú queen fún yín, tó bá bú king fún yín, tó bá bú ọlọ́pàá fún yín, tó bá bú prime minister fún yín, ẹ máa wò pé kí ló dé ni. Kékeré làwa ti Yorùbá, àwa Nàìjíríà sì ń ṣe. Ẹ wá lọ máa wá fi Interpol gbé mi. Lórí pé mò ń jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ìlú. Lórí pé mò ń jà pé ẹ lè pààyàn kẹ́jẹ̀ fi sábẹ́ carpet. The last time I checked, we lived in a civilized world. We live in Bitemingbe, ìlú tó mọ òfin ni. Before they take me to anywhere, before they question me, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ló máa bí mi. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kí n mú nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi síta. Màá dẹ̀ mú síta pé what is his name doing on this petition? Elegusi, up till today. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Up till today. Oh, sọ fún wa nǹkan tó kúkọ ẹ wá lórí petition. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ń gbé àwọn aláìṣẹ̀, ó ní ṣe oríire, olórí burúkú, olóṣì ọmọ àlè játijàti. Ṣé wọ́n gan lóye kàn ni? Ṣé wọ́n lóye kàn ni? Ìwọ kàn náà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ ló kàn bá burú ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni. Kọ́ tó fún yẹn ní commissioner post. Ìwọ kàn lóye yẹn kàn. Nǹkan tó ṣe ṣorí burúkú lórí oyè náà nìyẹn. Tó ṣe fi okó ba oyè jẹ́. Ìyá ọba Sẹ́kí, obìnrin ni yín o, obìnrin ni yín o. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ rántí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ní oyún tẹ́ ṣe bí ọmọ, ní àti Yínká yìí náà ṣe ní oyún tó bí ọmọ tiẹ̀. Obìnrin ni yín o. Everywhere tá ń dé Elegusi ti débẹ̀. Everywhere tá ń dé why ìtọ́kọ Elegusi ò balẹ̀, why tí ọkọ ò balẹ̀. Ẹ sọ fún mi why tí ọkọ Elegusi ò balẹ̀. Elegusi ò ní ṣe oríire olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè ọmọ játijàti olè àtọrọ perfume lọ́rọ̀ pastor Tobi a ṣe bambi ala náà àwọn ò ní jèrè baálẹ̀ tó pera ẹ̀ lọ́ba olóṣì olè gbogbo olè àwọn ọmọ Lẹ́kì ló ti gbà tán wọ́n atalẹ̀ wọ́n á tún gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn olóṣì ẹ̀ tí ò lálùbáríkà lára máa make a worthless lórí social media máa make a wọ́n rí ẹyẹ títí báyìí wọ́n máa sòkò fún ẹni máa yẹ̀yẹ́ máa sọ gbogbo sweetness tó fi ń wọ́n aṣọ oyè máa sọ dáṣọ lulẹ̀ wẹ́ lọ́wọ́n wọ́n rí ẹ̀wọ̀n kò sẹ́ tó máa fojú méjì wẹ́ àbó lórí burúkú ni ẹni àyàfi tó bá ṣe nǹkan tán ní o ṣe ọba bá bí àlà ìkà wọ́n ní ṣe fọ́mọ lóyún wọ́n ní ṣe fọ́mọ lóyún ló béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀dá ò ní ṣoríire lọ́lájé ọ̀jẹ̀ládé ikú ló máa pàyà ẹ̀ ó ní come to Nigeria and fight justice ṣé tí ìyá ẹ̀ di ni Abíọ́lá tẹ̀tàn wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ń jọ sí ikú mà ló kù Sunday Igboho kí lẹ ṣe fún ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú Yorùbá yìí náà ni ṣó lè dá Hausa ni Sunday Igboho jà fún kan ṣe yamayama bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn Yorùbá sold him out Yorùbá ló ta àwọn ló sọ pé wá ń gbà báyìí ẹ̀yin Yorùbá yìí náà ni nǹkan tá ṣe wà lójú kan nìyẹn àwa wí tán wọ́n ní kó pín Nàìjíríà tó bá pín Nàìjíríà lẹ́ni Igbo will stand and they will stand straight Hausa will stand they will stand straight àwa Yorùbá yìí náà ni òun ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí Yorùbá ló wà lórí oyè I believe pé tí Yorùbá bá wọbẹ̀ ara tù wá pẹ̀sẹ̀ láti ìjọ tó ti ń jẹ presidency Nàìjíríà presidency tó wà lórí oyè òun ló worst jù láyé ẹ wo within a year ẹ wo gbogbo prices nǹkan nígbà tí Buhari wà ńbẹ̀ ẹ wo gbà tí Tinubu wà ńbẹ̀ kí ló dé ṣogun láyé ni ṣé ogun láyé ni ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́ ní jèrè láyé tẹ́ ní jèrè lọ́run abájọ náà tí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín fi ń disable ẹ̀yin ìkà very wicked human being odindi ọmọ kú ọwọ́ wa ń kanwọ́ Elegusi wa ló ń bá gbogbo yín náà gbogbo yín sọ pé kílẹ̀ tó ṣe gbé àǹtí yín ká sínú inú prison bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn IG ẹgbẹ́ tó kun tó wà ní Abuja olórí àwọn IG tó wà olórí àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà ní Abuja 5 and 6 Elegusi ni they are all Tinubu boys they are all Tinubu boys àbí kò yé yín they are all Tinubu boys báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ pé èèyàn ṣẹ̀ ẹ tí mọ́ bí tó ń ti Boko Haram mọ́ obìnrin kí ló ṣe fún wọn Ṣèkí mò ń wo ṣe fún ẹni o gbogbo ètò bàbá ṣojú bí ẹ pé kò ó jẹ́ kankan tán yẹn mò ń wo ṣe fún ẹni tí ò bá bá Elegusi sọ̀rọ̀ kó bá sọ̀rọ̀ bí tó ti ń gbọ́ gbogbo òṣìorí burúkú tẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́ máa gbéra yín sórí social media ẹ ní lè gbéra yín sí mọ́ o èmi ń sọ fún ẹ̀sìn yìí o abálẹ̀ abọ́lóko kẹ́ dá owó yín pọ̀ kẹ́ wá fi gbé mi lọ kọ́tù ẹ̀yin olóṣì aláyé bàjẹ́ dédé ṣé tó bá sọ pé ẹ̀wà ń pàwà sọ́ni kẹ́ máa fi ọ̀pẹ́ẹ̀sì ni ẹ ti gbàgbé pé Tinubu lè fò sọ́lẹ̀ kó kú lọ́la ni kí ni fèètì yín ẹ wojọ́ tí Tinubu ṣubú yẹn mo mọ̀ pé many of you lẹ́ máa gbàdúrà pé Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa o ṣé fi pé tí kọ́kọ́ bá ṣe Tinubu kí ni fèètì àwọn èèyàn máa sọ̀kò páyé ni wọ́n ní ọba tó jẹ́ tí ìlú ò ṣe dáadáa orúkọ báyìí ò ní parẹ́ ṣọ́ba wá ti ẹ̀ ní ẹni àbí political balẹ̀ tó yẹ pé tó bá ti fún ní ṣàkọlẹ̀ kò lè jẹun ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú fún ṣò ni mo bọ̀ wá ṣe fún yín Elegusi olóṣì apárí wèrè tí ò tí fọ́tì tó ti parí apárí náà spam tó ń pín kiri lójoojúmọ́ Lẹ́kì gbà tó kó parí olóṣì ẹlẹ́nu wíwọ́ bí apá ajá oníbàtà 2 left leg ẹ ti gbọ́ orin tí Mohbad go nice sister Comfy ó dàbọ̀ lórin yẹn lọ́wọ́ Mohbad go nice àṣẹ Mohbad ti kọrin fọ́ba ó lọ́ba tó wọ trainers lórí tó wọ stickers lórí agbádùn Elegusi ka of Africa Mohbad ó ti kọrin bú Elegusi yamayama nú orin ẹ̀ ó ti mọ̀ pé ó ń dóhùn mi back to back ṣe àpé bàbá sọ pé every 3 days ni Wùnmí máa fi lọ sọ́tẹ̀lì fún 6 days Elegusi ló lọ ń dọwọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n nígbà tó ṣèkómọ wọ́n lé wọn bí ẹ tó lẹ́ran ni 4 minutes wọ́n ṣoúnjẹ sínú tékèwé ni odindi àkọ́bí wọ́n ní ó lé wọn ni pé ọlọ́mọ tí ń bọ̀ ní ẹ máa lọ sótẹ́ẹ̀lì ẹ lọ jẹun kó mọ lótẹ́ẹ̀lì. placenta ọmọdé ni Wùmí ti gbé placenta fọba ó ní tutù tó máa fi ń ṣe ó ní tutù tó ń fi placenta ṣe láfi ọba wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sí placenta ẹlòmíràn gbọ́dọ̀ gbá bẹ́ẹ̀. Mohbad kan ti tú àṣírí ọba kó tó kú ó ní wèrè ọba tó wọ síkàsì lórí agbádá mo gbórí yẹn mo rẹ́rìn rẹ́gbẹ́ ṣé ọmọ etí mo ẹ̀kọ́ bá yìí ń jẹ́ṣẹ́ Wùmí tipẹ́tipẹ́ o kò kàn lè sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Elegusi wọn ṣèkí àlà òbólẹ̀ fún ẹ báyìí àná ní sí oko yìí ò lè mọ́ olóṣì until you confess your sin you don't need to come on social media to confess kàn lọ ṣe needful ni until you confess your sin.
Welcome back. As you can see, Oba Elegusi has employed the services of crooked, wicked, evil police officers in Nigeria, particularly a particular section that is loyal to him. One of the worst that can ever happen to you is to fall into the trap or the den of these criminals called police officers. Yes, this is one of the worst of its kind that can ever happen to you. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to be afraid because they will not stop. Once you have issues with someone or someone wants to shut you down, what they do is to contract the service of a police officer. That police officer will first request money. They at times money is given to these police officers if they are dealing with well-connected people like Elegusi. Money is given to them willingly, or the police will just want to do this service in the hope that they will get something, which at the end of the day is always money. If you fall into the hands of certain police officers, you will regret, because they will make sure that they stamp on justice. They will crush justice. They will demonize justice. They will throw justice out of the window. They will rope you up. These are masters in manipulation. Maybe you've come across this one time. Maybe you had this friend that you had issues with. It could be money issue. It could be any issue. And it could be that your significant other, meaning your loved one, or you yourself, you are being abused, molested. Someone is bullying you. Could be anything. And you, hoping that your request will be assented to. You believe that they will do the right thing. Unfortunately, you realize that you that went to report at the police station, the other person has money to give to the police. The police will come back to arrest you that came first to report. They will arrest you because the other individual has paid them more money to oppress you. You will be surprised that when you get there, the police will be like, this other person came in and what he brought against you, I don't know if you'll be able to get out of this. And you're like, sir, what are you talking about? And before you say anything, the next thing you get on your face is a slap. That is if they realize that you are not going to give them money. And they will throw you into what they call back of counter. Then the next thing they will do, although before they do that, they would have tried to find out if you have connection that can bother them. Once you realize that you don't have connection, because they will ask you questions before they throw you in. There are people who have suffered till today. There are people who have been paraded by the police, and they have nothing to do with the criminals that they are sitting with or the weapons. These are terrible people. When you talk about wicked set of people, talk about this police. Police can be like this all over the world, but these particular police officers that are littered all over, those are the ones I'm talking about. Talk about justice for Mohbad. If justice for Mohbad was thoroughly investigated, I mean, if the journey to justice for Mohbad, if justice for Mohbad was actually really done as it should be, I'm sure that by now would have arrived somewhere. But it is obvious that they are not willing to get justice for Mohbad. It is not in their interest to get justice for Mohbad. That is why they decided to rumple everything available to make sure that they squash it and put an end to it. They just believe that Mohbad passed away and passed away for nothing. Why? They are not going to get money off from getting justice for Mohbad. They're only interested in where money can be gotten from. Nothing more, nothing less. That is all that they are interested in. Where can we get money? Who is going to bribe us? Do you know countless police officers that have shot at people for nothing? Rogues here and there. Several rogues here and there. Terrible people. Well, Elegusi, a lot of people are saying that he's the one behind the cover-up of justice for Mohbad. But then, is Elegusi fighting against his name being attached to the paternity of Liam? If that is what it is, why can't the Oba do a simpler thing by speaking to a blog? I'm not saying call a press conference. That would be too humongous. It would be too big. Maybe he feels this is demeaning. How can someone accuse me of this? I am a king. I have my 2 wives. What should I be doing with Wumi to the point of getting her pregnant? If that is what you are thinking, don't you think it's easier for you to sort this out by just speaking to one blog, expressing your discomfort, your anger? You don't even need to start with this justice for Mohbad thing or the paternity. You can talk. You can have a blog visit you. I've said it countless times. You can have a blogger visit you or a journalist visit you. Talk about other things for about 5 minutes. Then talk about this one of paternity at the last minute. Just give it 1 minute and that's the end of it. That will be enough. Then you will not have to report anyone, drag one person, because it will not end. How many people can you petition? How many people will you petition? This is an endless battle. It's an endless battle. It is a battle that you cannot win. The more you do it, the more you press, the more you push, the more credibility you are giving to it. That is if you're not involved. So the easiest is for you to go through a journalist, spend 10 minutes, nothing more, to talk about government, talk about the role of your monarchy, talk about that, talk about your, and then finalize with that of paternity. Let people know that it's an insult, that you don't even have business with this girl, not to talk of having business of that this is an insult. It has gone far and wide, and you think and you believe and you know this is not right and this is not acceptable. Whatever you're going to say it. You don't have to speak English. You can speak in your native language and let it be translated to whoever out there. This will put an end to this unending tussle. You are fighting you're fighting a battle that you cannot win. It's an exercise in futility. You have petitioned Mohbad's father, and they have petitioned this lady, they have petitioned that one, and they want to. How many people? Do you think that you can arrest 1,000 people, petition them? It's not possible. This will not stop. It is an endless battle. It is an endless battle. When you think that you have arrested people that you believe are frontliners, More will wake up and rise. Don't you know that the reason why you're not hearing the voices of some people or being aware of them is because of this, in quote, the front liners? Once they go, another one will take over. Others will take over. Their voices will be louder too. And Elegusi, do not allow this to be an embarrassment for you when you travel abroad. Imagine you are abroad on a visit and people begin to protest and troll you on the street, pelting you with eggs. It will be one of the biggest embarrassment and disgrace. So the best thing is for you to nip it at the bud. Forget the advice, suggestion coming from whoever. Sort this out. You cannot do it via print. Sarah reporters. No. You can't do it through media consultant or media representative writing. No. Just call one journalist. This will take you 5 minutes. The journalist will know what to ask. All you need to do is to confirm and say. That's all. That's all you need to do. And every of this will go away. I promise you. It will go away. No one will. How can they speak when the king said, hey, don't put me in this rubbish. This is an insult to me. Don't put me in this nonsense. Don't even call, it's an insult to my ancestors. Once you issue that disclaimer, you will realize how that calm waters will come into your life, into your home, into your mind, into everything. Social media will not drag you anymore. They will not continue linking you. Now, once you are that, you can also throw more light on the petition of Mohbad. And of course, you've already issued the disclaimer. You can just talk about it in a passing, like the disclaimer issued has already addressed the part of Sam Larry, and you expect the police, you cannot do nothing. You don't operate illegally, that they can, police can do what they need to do. That these guys only used your name. They misused your name. That is why Mohbad had put that in the petition. That they had misused your name to create havoc. And you believe that the police is on the matter. That you have nothing, that you've issued the disclaimer, that the police should do. That's all. Every of these things will go away. But if you are hell-bent, if you think, if you believe and think that you can fight this to finish, arresting 1 or 2 people here and there, how many people can you arrest? Meaning, how many people are within your reach to arrest? It is an unending battle. So I would suggest, if your media rep, personality, whatever, media personality, media rep, whatever they call them, your media advisor, whatever they are, whoever they are, those giving you this unhealthy suggestion, let's go through it this way. This is the only way you can go that will sort this out. Just give a 6-minute interview or 10. Talk about the state of the nation. Talk about insecurity. Talk about whatever you want to talk about and finalize it. The reason I'm saying this is because if you're not guilty, don't make it appear like this is dedicated to address Mohbad, address Liam. No. Just drop these 2 sides because people will keep on both of these important points. 2 things. 1, the paternity thing. 2, the connection of Sam Larry and the petition and your name on it. Because Mohbad stated it specifically that these people who came at him said that Oba had sent them and that they are doing what they are doing because Oba told them, and that they will not tell him the reason why. So people concluded that, so that's the baby. And now look at Wunmi. She has refused to get DNA done, thereby giving the rumor backbone, giving it credibility, making it appear true. And a lot of people are believing that it is true. How do you cleanse yourself? We are not saying that you are guilty, but as it is, no one can be said to be innocent. That is the truth of it. Still on justice for Mohbad.